Good morning, 2A. So this week in math, we are going to be starting a new topic. So we finished area last week, and this week we're actually going to do some introductions to division and fractions. So what we're going to do today is we are going to read a story called 100 Hungry Ants, and then we are going to talk about how we can divide ants into equal groups. So this book helps us understand a little bit about that, and then I'll explain the worksheet you're going to do. So we are going to read 100 Hungry Ants by Eleanor Pinzes and illustrated by Bonnie Mackin. A whole hill of hungry ants, their faces all aglow, came swarming from the forest to cross the field below. A soft breeze fanned the sunshine and whisked them on their way. It hinted of yummies for their empty tummies. That means a picnic. Hooray! 100 ants were singing and marching in a row. We're going to a picnic, and hey-a-hi-a-ho. Have you ever had ants show up to your picnic? It's not fun. Stop, said the littlest ant. We're moving way too slow. Some food will be long gone now, unless we hurry up. So, with 2 lines of 50, we'll get there soon, I know. So we had 100 ants, and then they split themselves into 2 lines of 50 to get there faster, so their line wasn't as long. All the ants raced here and there, up and down, to and fro. There'll be lots of yummies for our hungry tummies. A-hey-a-hi-a-hee-de-ho. This page doesn't want to turn. 100 ants were singing and marching in 2 rows. We're going to a picnic. Hey-hi-hee-ho. Stop, yelled the littlest ant. We're moving way too slow. More of the food will be gone unless we hurry up. So, with 4 lines of 25, we'll get there soon, I know. So now they still have 100 ants, but now they're in 4 lines of 25. So 25, 50, 75, I can't do each finger. 25, 50, 75, 100. So there's 100 hungry ants now in 4 lines. All the ants raced here and there, up, down, to and fro. We hope there's yummies for our rumbling tummies. Hey-hi-hee-de-ho. 100 hungry ants were singing and marching in 4 rows. We're going to a picnic. Hey-da-hi-da-hee-de-ho. You can see all these other animals are getting some picnic stuff first. Stop, yelled the littlest ant. We're moving way too slow. Lots of food will be gone now unless we hurry so. With 5 lines of 20, we'll get there soon, I know. So now we have 5 lines of 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Still 100 ants, but now we're in 5 lines. All the ants raced here and there, up, down, to and fro. There might be a yummy for a gurgling tummy. Hey-da-hi-da-hee-da-ho. 100 ants were singing and marching in 5 rows. We're going to a picnic. Hey-da-hi-da-hee-da-ho. Stop, shrieked the littlest ant. We're moving way too slow. All the food will be long gone unless we hurry up. So, with 10 lines of 10, we'll get there soon, I know. So now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So now we're in 10 lines with 10 ants in each line. All the ants raced here and there, up, down, to and fro. There better be yummies for our grumbling tummies. Hey-da-hi-da-hee-da-ho. 100 ants were singing and marching in 10 rows. At last, we're at the picnic. Hey-da-hi-da-hee-da-ho. Do you think there's going to be food left for them? Let's see. Stop, yipped the littlest ant. We're traveling way too slow. There's no food for us to eat. You took so long with rows. All the ants raced here and there, up, down, to and fro. There aren't any yummies for our growling tummies. Hey-da-hi-da-hee-da-ho. Oh no. 99 ants were swarming from each and every row in hot pursuit of one little ant who quickly turned to go. It's not all my fault, you know. The end. So they never got any food from that picnic. But they did show us how you can divide 100 into equal parts. And that's what you're going to be doing today. So let me share my screen so you can see your assignment for today. So your assignment for today are these hungry ant problems. So this time there's 120 ants in this situation. And you want to divide them into 2 equal lines. How many will there be in each line? So we're going to do this first one together. So let me get my tools so I can draw on our page. Sorry, 1 second, friends. They're there. Okay, cool. So I have 120 ants in 2 equal lines. So that is my first thing I need to determine. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some base 10 blocks to help me figure out this answer. So I'm going to share my base 10 block screen and show you how to do that. And I will also give you these base 10 blocks for your problems to do at home. So let me share my base 10 blocks. So what I've done is I put out 120 using tens. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So that is 12 tens. So now what I want to do is I need to figure out if I put them in 2 lines, but I want the same ants. So there's a couple ways. I can either, if I already know there's 12 of these, I can think about what's half of 12. So what plus what equals 12? And remember, it's a doubles fact because I need the same number to make it even groups. So we could do 6 plus 6 equals 12. And so each line would get 6 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could draw a line right down the middle here. Oopsies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My marker wasn't all the way on. So I could draw a line like this and I could count by tens to figure out how many are on each side. Or if you get to a problem that's a little harder, what you could do is you could also do, okay, I'm going to put 1 on this line, 1 on this line, and put 1 on this side, and you can keep going until each side has the same number. This is the same way that you might solve it if you had cookies and you and a friend wanted to share cookies and you wanted the same amount. Maybe you'd say, okay, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, until you had the same number of cookies. I'm going to erase this little line. There we go. Okay. So now, those are 2 ways you can do it, depending on which way works better for you. So now I can't just say there's 6 ants in each line because there's way more than 6 because each of these little boxes is going to be 1 ant. Now I could go and I could count them all by ones, but that's going to take me a very long time. So what I want to do is I'm going to count by tens because counting by tens is a little easier. And I know I'm very good at counting by tens. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 on this side. Now I want the same on this side. So I'm going to double check and make sure I have 60 on this side too. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So if I go back to my ant problems, if I divide them into 2 equal lines, I will have 6. Oops. Oh, it's in white. Hold on 1 second. I got to change my colors. There it is. Okay. I would have, what is this? Hold on 1 second. I'm not really sure what's happening. There we go. Okay. Now it's in black. So I would have, I don't know what is going on. I don't think I'm using the right tool. There we go. Okay. I would have 60 ants in each line. And if you solve it using paper and pencil, you should show your work down here. Or I could, down here, I could explain, I solved, I probably should have typed this instead of writing it, but we're already here, so we're going to keep going. I solved with base 10 blocks is what I'm going to write, but it's a very long. Okay, you get the idea. So you should explain it, or if you use that number sentence, like you knew that 6 plus 6 was 12, then you could always use that too, period at the end. Okay, so your job today is going to be to solve the rest of these problems. There's only 3 problems, and then there's a challenge problem that I would love for most of you to try. So now this one, if you divide 120 ants into 4 lines, how many would be in each line? So you can either think of what number can you add together 4 times to get 120, or you can use the base 10 blocks and divide it into 4 groups this time. Then for number 3, you're dividing 120 ants into 10 equal lines. How many will be in each line? So equal being our keyword here. Remember, equal means the same. So it needs to have the same number of ants in each group. And then your challenge problem was 140 ants into 7 equal lines. So I think a lot of you can try this challenge problem at home as well. So this is your math assignment for today. If you have any questions or run into any trouble, send me a message on Class Dojo or send me an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, enjoyed some nice warm weather because it was very nice outside. And I hope you will have a wonderful Monday.